In case you missed it, in case you missed some of the free and fabulous content airing over the last couple of months right here on the Sales Experts channel. To be exact, the month of May and June was jam-packed with quality content right here on the channel. Every 2 months, I do a bi-monthly update video that chronicles some of the key highlights on the Sales Experts channel. Now, the month of May and June, it didn't disappoint. And don't take my word for it. Head over to the Sales Experts channel website and you'll see what I'm talking about. It shows all the quality shows, whether they're weekly shows or monthly shows, and the specialized presentations. I also encourage you to go over to the program schedule and take a look at that calendar view of all the quality programs and shows. Go back in time and look at the previous shows. Click on those links. Register, no excuses. If you can't see the quality content live, check out the show pages and archives. And speaking of archives, I want to talk a little bit about categories on the Sales Experts channel in case you missed it. And let me break that down for you in layman's terms with a practical, tactical example. You're looking for guidance. You're looking for direction. You're a new sales manager. Head over to the Sales Experts channel and click on the category on sales management for expertise. Or maybe you're looking for better sales techniques and strategies when it comes to modern selling or social selling. Click on that category tab for more information. The Sales Experts channel, it's a go-to resource. It's been around for 4.5 years. Use and utilize those categories to grow and learn from the sales experts. Speaking of sales experts, the month of May and June, as I said earlier, was jam-packed. And it even included bonus coverage. There was a Global Sales Leader Summit, 16 additional presentations, which aired June 30th and July 1st. Definitely check out that content in case you missed it. That being said, let's break down some of the specialized presentations that took place during the month of May and June right here on the Sales Experts channel. Sales expert, key contributor, Amy Frankel, well, she was back at it again. And Amy spoke on the topic, Sales Productivity Series. Use agility to boost your sales effectiveness. Michael Gregorio talked about no excuses, sales transformation by design. No BS straight shooter, Walker McKay talked about crush it. Get lead conversions and sales acceleration with 5 questioning strategies. Melissa Madian, well, she did a couple of presentations, and her first presentation was the Rising Stars and Revenue Enablement Part 2. Now in the month of June, Melissa came back with Part 3 of that topic, the Rising Stars and Revenue Enablement. And Amy Frankel, back again in June, and Amy talked about Sales Productivity Series, the Sales Conversation Makeover. Now, we talked about some of the special presentations that aired during the months of June. Now, let's highlight and recap some of the quality shows that aired during the months of May and June. Now, there's a lot of shows to pick from, but for this video, we're going to highlight 2 weekly shows and 2 monthly shows. Sabanjan Sarkar has a special weekly show called Extraordinary Outcomes. And what Sabanjan did over the last 8 weeks is he highlighted a special problem in B2B sales, a mini-series. Sabanjan addressed fixing that 5% problem in B2B sales, addressing that elephant in the room, why sales leads aren't converting to sales. And he interviewed a panel of sales experts in his mini-series. Speaking of series and content, The Drive, hosted with Daryl Prale, each and every Friday, giving you news, opinions in the world of selling. What I love about The Drive is highly produced, great production quality. Now, Daryl has a co-host, and occasionally it's Catherine Robos, or it's co-host by committee. You never know what's going to happen on The Drive, and that's why you got to tune in. And in the months of May and June, it didn't disappoint. News in the world of selling that you need to know now. Definitely check out The Drive each and every Friday. Now, monthly shows that I'd like to spotlight. George Brontian had killer content during the months of May and June. Now, George has a unique show called Stop Killing Deals, and George's show airs twice a month. It's a bi-monthly show on our bi-monthly update. What I love about George's show is it talks about sales communication, B2B sales foundations, and a whole lot more. Now, George, during the months of May, really honed in on listening skills, communication skills, and selling with empathy. And he had a stellar list of guests on the show. Guests like Charles H. Green, Maria Ross, Lisa McLeod, Michelle Tellis Letterman. In case you missed those guests in the months of May and June, you have to definitely go back and check out George Brontian, Stop Killing Deals. May and June was on point. Speaking of being on point and relevant, Modern Sales Straight Talk Show with Mike Kunkel and Doug Wyatt, the team from Sparks IQ, had quality content during the months of May. It's relevant. And they talked about closing the gap exposed by virtual selling in the month of May. And in their latest monthly show, Set Yourself Apart with Human Differentiators in the month of June. That topic, virtual selling, differentiation in selling, is highly relevant today. And that's the type of content you don't want to miss during the months of May and June and going forward. And speaking of going forward, it's time to engage with the Sales Experts channel. So click on that Engage tab, follow the Sales Experts channel on LinkedIn as well as Twitter. But today I want to empower you to engage further by subscribing to the Sales Experts channel newsletter. And let me break down that newsletter in its essence in layman's terms. The newsletter, it comes out Sunday evening right around 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time from Deb Calvert and the Sales Experts channel team. Now this newsletter is jam-packed with content to jumpstart your week ahead. Of course, it includes a weekly update video by yours truly that highlights the week ahead of broadcasts, live content. But the newsletter also highlights a lot of quality content, links to books, podcasts, articles, video profiles, and a whole lot more. Engage with the Sales Experts channel and subscribe to that newsletter. I empower you to subscribe to that newsletter and take some action on your way with the Sales Experts channel. I'm Doug, breaking it down in layman's terms. The month of May and June were fabulous, and the content on the Sales Experts channel was stellar. And I can only see into the future, and it's going to be even bigger and better, adding more and more content to that library. It shows for sales pros. The Sales Experts channel. In case you missed it, go back and watch this quality content on demand and improve your own sales performance.